Engaging, fun, informative. Power Lunch with Kwena Moabelo on Power 98.7.
15 minutes, it is to 2 o'clock, and we are in studio with Annelien Matiba, advocate and daughter of a cancer warrior. Annelien, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, yourself?
Great, and thank you once again for making time, even though you are late, but asikwalap. And we are joined on the line also by, do you want to just put on your headphones so that you can hear David Lucas, founder and cancer survivor. David, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Kwena, and to all your listeners.
Thank you so much for taking this time to speak to us. And maybe let me start with you. Tell us a little bit about the Men in Heels and why is this important for you?
Right. Maybe I should start off on the other side of myself. I am a grandfather. I'm 68. 5 grandkids. I have obviously 3 children, and so the Men in Heels is an important fact. So I want to highlight that because somebody would stand there and say, "Oh, this is only for guys that LGBTQI guys." This is for everybody, even including those people. This is not something because you are in any way that you would normally wear heels. This is something to make you understand what women go through with those heels, number one. But number two, I'm a cancer survivor myself. I was diagnosed in 2011 with prostate cancer, which is in fact the most prevalent cancer amongst men. However, breast cancer is the most prevalent cancer amongst females, and we are not always aware that breast cancer is also amongst men. Nothing wrong. We are all human beings, and cancer can be anywhere in the body. So yes, men can also have cancer. As I said, that since 2011, I also became part of working for Cancer, which is the Cancer Association of South Africa, on a voluntary basis, and I've been active with them. But Black Cherry through Lorato has decided to call me and say, "Don't you want to join us on this marvelous excursion? I promise you, if you have the time to be out there tomorrow on, that's Saturday at Cedar Square, it will absolutely be a blast." My reason for being there? Firstly, I think there's 2 reasons. There is, firstly, the medical reason, which has shown that there's a correlation between breast cancer and even prostate cancer. So there's a good chance that people male could have either of the 2. Females obviously have no prostate, and therefore they are more prone to get to breast cancer. It also means that we are there to see how they do. But very important. And I just shout out to people like my wife, to my daughter, to my parents, my mom is still alive, and to all the other females, in particular in cancer. There's a lot of females there, and I've worked with them for a long time. And a number of those people also have cancer, and some of them have got breast cancer. It's such a shout out because they are great in supporting us.
Okay. David, in the interest of time, I'm going to rush you a little bit there, but now I want to bring in Annelien. Annelien, listening to David sharing his story as a survivor, share with us a little bit of your story and why is this important for you?
Well, myself, I have a father who passed away from prostate cancer. Sorry. Well, it was a very tragic moment for me. Seeing my father, he knew that he had prostate cancer. But he was very reluctant on getting treatment. My mom had to force him, family members had to force him to go to chemotherapy. He did complete his chemotherapy, but the problem is that he couldn't stop smoking. So I think it also deteriorated the treatment as well. He was a heavy alcohol drinker. He stopped alcohol because he was drinking medication, but he couldn't stop smoking. That was the problem. So I think that deteriorated him.
Why is this important for you to send this message, to share the message with many other men and women out there?
So that they can know the early signs of their loved ones having prostate cancer, because prostate cancer has to do with a lot of old age as well. Because I think men are mostly reluctant of going to the doctor and checking themselves out, when it comes to also high blood as well with men. They are really reluctant. So I'd advise people to convince their fathers, their grandfathers, their uncles to go and get themselves checked out for prostate cancer.
David, in your case, what was it like? How did you find out, and what was the treatment and the process like?
Right. Kwena, I am a typical example of exactly what Annelies is talking about. Early detection. I'm 68 years of age. Early detection, if it wasn't found out early, likely I would not have been there. Yeah. And because mine was taken early, I underwent what they call brachytherapy, and it's a simple procedure. You go in the morning, they plant little radioactive seeds within the prostate, which is like a bag, and these seeds technically explodes and kills the cancer cells. That's a simplistic way of putting it. But it's such an easy procedure. The morning by 2 o'clock that afternoon, I was walking around in the streets, not even knowing that I had this procedure. But then it wasn't all successful, and there were still sort of traces of cancer cells. And what happened to me was that I had radiotherapy, which again, non-invasive. You just lie there, it's like taking an X-ray. You're laying there, virtually shine this light on you, and that kills the cells. But I was very fortunate I did not have chemotherapy. Annelies has said it. We men think that cowboys don't cry. Cowboys need to cry and make sure that they look after their bodies. And then two interesting facts that is there, that all men, it's been proven that if they live long enough, they will eventually get prostate cancer. So if you make sure that you are treated, you're probably going to die of something else. So there's a good likelihood I won't have cancer. That's number one. But there is something that is very, and it's a problem in our society, particularly our country, that it is factual that black men are more susceptible to cancer, to prostate cancer. There's a bigger chance of them getting it. It is one of those things, genetic things. So for the young men out there, I see more and more young, and particularly in this case, young black men taking care of their bodies, and that is so important. Taking care of your bodies. I'm not saying don't smoke, don't drink. I'm not an advocate for all of those things. But moderation, moderate exercise.
I think the key is to take care of yourself, because, Annelien, I want to bring you back to this conversation again in the interest of time. You talk about prostate cancer, but also as an advocate, you've also been talking about both for men and women and education about breast and prostate cancer. Talk to me about that aspect and why you're so passionate about sharing this message, not only for prostate cancer.
Well, it's important because there are people that have cancer out there and they don't even know it. In the albinism community, we also have a lot of people that die from skin cancer because they cannot afford sunscreen as well. A lot of people with albinism from the age of 40, they pass away from skin cancer because of the background of home, that parents cannot afford sunscreen. Children play in the sun without applying, and then that deteriorates the skin, and it starts with the dark spots and everything. And as soon as they go for treatment, it's already too late. I know a gentleman with albinism who's already battling skin cancer and is in hospital as we speak. He's a skin cancer survivor, but he's back in hospital. I don't know if he smokes or drinks because I don't stay with him all the time. But yes, because with skin cancer, it's also terrible because you lose a body part. A lot of people with albinism have lost their body parts, maybe one ear or maybe a nose, because with skin cancer, it's visible and it's very horrible.
David, again, in the interest of time, talk to us about the event tomorrow. What's expected? What's going to happen?
Right. So there we are. The guys have been asked to buy tickets for the event. It is at Cedar Square, and that's in the Four Ways area. It's a shopping mall, and I'm grateful to them for allowing and hosting us. This is the 4th year. And all the guys will be walking through the mall, and or as the English say, the mall, and they will be handing out pamphlets, and they'll be walking in tutus, walking in high heels. Now, if you're not used to high heels, it becomes quite a challenge.
I've seen you do this. You're quite an expert now. I'm actually putting on my high heels now as we speak, David. So
great.
Yes, I'm putting on my high. I hope they fit. This looks like a small size, though.
I'm so sorry I couldn't join you in the studio today because I love actually doing it because it attracts attention. And all the guys will be out there. They will be talking to people, and they will be answering the questions. And these are normal people. We are not talking about doctors because often enough we are sort of scared of talking to a doctor. Here you have people that knows what is going on. If you have any questions, you can talk to, because a lot of the people there will be survivors.
And I guess it comes down to that, Annelien, as we wrap it up. For you tomorrow, why is the day like tomorrow important for you? And what can you say to people that will be there, that are coming to Cedar Square?
Tomorrow's day is important for me because it'll be in honor of my dad. It'll be in honor of all the people with albinism as well that has passed away with skin cancer as well. I wish my father was alive. That's what I'm going to say to those people that are going to be there tomorrow, because they are cancer survivors, and I wish my father was a cancer survivor as well, so that he could be able to experience this moment with me. I'm all alone. I don't have parents. If my mom was here, I know she would be here in studio with me, dedicated to my dad, because my dad passed away first and then my mom,
So sorry to hear about your loss.
No, it's okay. Thank you. Yeah. So, you know what? What I'm going to say to those people is that big ups to them for being cancer survivors. They must continue doing what they're doing, taking care of themselves so that they do not have cancer all over again.
Thank you. David, and in conclusion, once again, for men that want to come, and people rather, not only men that want to come, where can they find the information? I'm standing right now in my heels, David.
Great.
But it's a small size. I think they gave me a small size. I should have gotten size 10.
Well, I doubt whether there's so many females with those feet.
Yeah.
And because the tickets, I'm just trying to think which, one of the ticket companies. But Black Cherry, if people just Google Black Cherry, that is Lorato Molete's company. She's one of the organizers. She's the organizer of the main event. And if they could do that, she will be able to pick up and be able to direct them to where to get those tickets. But if they don't have tickets now, tomorrow is available. Please rock up at 10 o'clock at Cedar Square. We will be there. You will have a blast of a time. Please come and enjoy and have fun. Let us spread a serious message in a fun way. And to Annelies, yes, I appreciate what you're going through, because I could have been there if it wasn't for early detection. I am very blessed that my mom and dad are still alive at 90 years of age. So, yes, please, Annelies, you are still doing the right thing to make other people aware that they can be there for their family.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And Lynn, are you on the socials for people that want to maybe follow you, get in touch with you?
Yes. On Facebook, I am Annelien Matiba.
Okay. Yes. David, social media, where can people find you and find information?
I'm on Facebook and under the name is David, and then Hayden, and the surname is Lucas, Lucas, David Hayden Lucas. But if they just go David Lucas, it should pick it up. But I'm also, if there's anyone, particularly men that are listening to this, who would like to speak to somebody to talk about cancer, the journey, or somebody that you have, please, I'm always available. I will leave my telephone number. It is not a problem to call me. I'm always available. I'm going to give it to you on air, and you can just capture it if people want it.
You can just mention it now because we are really out of time.
Right. 082 447 3255. 082 447 3255. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, David Lucas, founder and cancer survivor, and also in studio with us, Annelien Matiba. Thank you so much for coming through to talk to us, and we hope that tomorrow goes well and we continue spreading this message.
Thank you so much.